Hello there, I'm Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. And it is Facebook Comment Friday. And on Fridays, whenever possible, I like to take a comment that somebody's made or directed to me on Facebook regarding the voiceover business and share it with you and then clarify to help you understand maybe some things that you find confusing or things that you've heard that really aren't the way it is, or business evolves and change, and a lot of people are stuck in the past, and they share that information publicly, and therefore a lot of others, hundreds and thousands of other people see it, and they believe that it's true when it's not always true. So with all of that said, today's comment comes from Kimberly, and here it is. This is all great, except they do not talk about the thousands of dollars you need to make a booth and all the equipment to get started. Some of us want this, but have no extra funds to get started. Kimberly, let me share with you just a brief but true story. Back in the early 90s, maybe mid 90s, I attended a radio conference. At the time I was working in broadcasting. I attended a radio conference in Nashville, and there was this, it was a workshop with a couple of guys who recorded voiceovers for a living. And I was very interested. I wanted to learn what that was all about. I just thought that sounded fascinating. So I went to the workshop. And one of the things they said was like a knife in my heart. One of the guys said, if you are serious and you want to make a living recording voiceovers from home, you need to plan to invest at least $50,000 in a home studio. Well, that was like twice of that was twice my salary at that time in broadcasting. There was no possible way that I could make that happen. And I was absolutely heartbroken. And I walked away thinking, there's no way I can do this. Much like what you're saying here in your comment that, thousands of dollars to get up and rolling. Well, now let me fast forward you to 2006, when I actually launched my voiceover business. The total amount that I had invested in my studio, and this is 14 years ago, was $300, which included the $75 I paid for a used Windows computer and a microphone. The brand was Marshall MXL, which you could buy online today for $50 or $60. And by the way, I'm not recommending that you buy that brand microphone. I mean, it's a fine brand, but there are many other options that have come out since then, even of the USB variety. And that's beyond the scope of this particular video. But the point is this: with time, technology has advanced. It's become more sophisticated. It can create and do more things on a professional level at a much cheaper rate. And I did not have a booth. I worked out of my bedroom closet. And I can tell you, because I have coached hundreds and hundreds of students who have found extremely creative ways of creating a quiet and well-treated place in their home or apartment without going out and spending thousands on a booth. And I want to let you know that with that little that $300 setup I had, I used that $300 setup for about 4 years. I built a multiple six-figure income with that setup and was recording national TV commercials. The point is, not everything that you think is true is true. And this myth of it takes a lot to get involved is just not true. Now, once I started making money, sure, I upgraded my equipment. I now have several $1,000s in my equipment. But for 4 years, I was operating on a shoestring, but yet made a lot of money. So Kimberly, for you and for anybody else who's heard the notion that it takes thousands of dollars of equipment to get started, I want you to know it's just not true. And if you're ready to start your business today from home recording voiceovers, I strongly encourage you to do that. I've created a program to help. It's called the VO Blueprint, the Voiceover Blueprint. It's a comprehensive training, coaching, and mentoring program, complete with support. And if you want to learn more, I've got a link below in the YouTube video where you can go to theblueprintcall.com. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a phone conversation to find out more about the program and to find out if it's a good fit for you and if you're a good fit for it. I hope you'll take us up on that offer. Thanks so much for checking out the video. I hope you will. You'll like it. You'll share. You'll subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.